If you're considering buying a home in the Berkshires, Pittsfield might not be the first place that comes to mind, but that's exactly why we're talking about it today. I'm Cameron Volastro. I work with home buyers and sellers throughout Berkshire County, including some of the most unique and high-end properties. And while towns like Lenox, Williamstown, and Stockbridge tend to get all of the attention, I often think Pittsfield is seriously underrated, especially if you're looking for space, privacy, lake access, or even a luxury second home. Pittsfield is the largest city in Berkshire County, and with that comes a variety of neighborhoods and price points. But what a lot of people miss, especially those coming from Boston, New York City, or beyond, is that there are pockets of Pittsfield that offer some of the greatest natural beauty and lifestyle perks in the entire region. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 different Pittsfield neighborhoods or areas that are very much worth knowing about, especially if you're looking for a second home in the area. Let's start with Anoda Lake, which is arguably one of the greatest highlights of all of Pittsfield. This is a spring-fed lake that's over 600 acres, surrounded by mountain views, and it's where I just closed a property for just shy of $2 million, which set the highest price point recorded in the MLS for Pittsfield. You'll find everything here from lake cottages to multi-million-dollar estates. It's a very special lake that's often overlooked by second home buyers who stop their search short of Lenox or Richmond. Staying on the topic of waterfront communities, Pontusic Lake is a slightly smaller lake just north of Anoda, and it has a very different vibe. It's a little more laid back, and you'll find a really cool mix of seasonal and year-round homes here. Pontusic Lake does have a higher concentration of homes that fall at a slightly lower price point than Anoda Lake, but there are also some standout properties on this lake that will demand millions of dollars when they come to market. It's a really great mix within that community. Now let's move away from the waterfronts. Next, I want to talk about Mountain Drive and the surrounding communities. Mountain Drive is a quiet and elevated community with sweeping views and larger homes. If you'd like to live in a community of high-end homes that are close to everything Pittsfield has to offer, Mountain Drive is a must-explore area for you. And now for the 4th community, I want to talk about Woodmont. Woodmont is a private gated community in the western part of Pittsfield, just past the Berkshire Community College. For those of you who would prefer to be in an HOA that has guidelines around the homes that can be constructed in the community around you to protect your property value and whatnot, this could be a very good option for you. This community even has a minimum square footage of any home that's to be built there. This refined community has a very livable year-round feel. For someone who wants something classic and peaceful while staying very close to everything that the Berkshires has to offer, this could check a lot of boxes. And finally, let's talk about Churchill Street. Churchill Street is on the westernmost part of Pittsfield, and many of the properties abut the state forest, which is incredible because it means you know that no homes are ever going to be built or developed in your backyard. You know that the attractive views through your windows are going to be protected. Many of these properties have trails right in their backyard that connect to everything that the state forest has to offer, which means there's an abundance of hiking, ATV riding, and more. If you're into snowmobiling, this is really a must-see area because you have access to both Anoda Lake, Pontusic Lake, and you can also make it to Mount Greylock from these areas if you know the trails well enough. This is by far the most rural part of Pittsfield we've talked about today, and you're still within 10 to 15 minutes of everything Pittsfield has to offer. I would consider Churchill Street to be very ideal for the home buyer that's looking for that Berkshire escape feeling while getting a little bit more home for the money and being able to have a good chunk of land for less cost. I think we'll see more and more second home buyers expand their search north, not just because of price, but because of what they can actually get. Lakefront properties, privacy, views, and access to all of the cultural attractions that make the Berkshires what they are. If you're curious about any of the neighborhoods I've mentioned, or you're thinking about making a move here, feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to talk through what might be a good fit for you. And if you're not already, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you in the next video. I'll see ya.